Hello everyone, this is Rashmi Sinha and you all are back on my another educational video. So hope you all are enjoying other videos. Welcome back to my channel again, and here I'm going to teach you, as you have seen in my previous videos of Java. We are going to talk some more on Java again, and that is features of object-oriented programming. In the first slide you can see that there is written object-oriented programming means OOPS refers to a type of computer programming, that means software design, in which programmers define the data type of a data structure and also the data of operations that can be applied to the data structure. What does this mean? That object-oriented programmings are those programmings which contains the object plus classes, they rejoin them and then create a structure of a software. This we have already discussed in my previous video, which you have already gone through. We discussed on keyword and then loopings, and then we talked on variables and many more about object-oriented features, Java, what is it, then some of the rules which follows Java, that everything we discussed in a previous video. So now move to the 4 object-oriented programming features, and they are as follows. The 4 principles of object-oriented programming are encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, and polymorphism. Okay, so these 4 names are very new to you and you might get confused what are these and how to write about them. So I'm going to make it simple for you. In few minutes this video will be over to end, so please check till end and make sure that you understood all 4 features. So first feature is abstraction. As you can see, there is a picture drawn in this slide, and that is an ATM picture. What this picture shows, that this ATM is connected to the many banks or many places, many computers. Now what happened to the ATMs? Just read on abstraction. It is used to manage the complexity of the system. In simple terms, abstraction is removing irrelevant data so a program is easier to understand. It provides only essential features of the system. This means, suppose when you go to the ATM machine, what do you do first? You insert your card in the provided slot and follow the instruction that appears on the screen, right? But there are many more options provided on the screen, and after providing the correct PIN number and entering the desired amount, money is collected from the machine. We never go through the other options which is already given on the ATM machine. So this picture is showing you that abstraction is a feature where we only collect the responsible data or the required data for that required program. We do not go for the other things or attribute which is given in that programming. Means we have many more things, but we have to only look the required attributes. Now move to the next. This is encapsulation. Okay, for this there is an example where you can see a car and the model. Car has these features, like car has a model, its speed, its engine, and then drive, and then few more features. Encapsulation is the technique of binding both data and function together to keep them safe from unauthorized access and misuse. This means the most important note is that suppose I'm giving you one more example, like an ATM, you can only access the data that belongs to you. You do not try to find others' data or their other, and you don't try some other PIN numbers to check that are they working or not, because they are not authorized to you. So this process helps the programming to keep it safe and avoid the unauthorized access and the misuse of the data. Now next is inheritance. This is my favorite one. Inheritance is very interesting and it is in real life works a lot. First, the meaning of inheritance. Inheritance is the feature using which an object in one class acquires the properties and behavior of objects of another class. That means a class which carries new and old attributes. For example, heredity. Heredity means we have some our qualities as well as some parents' quality in us. That means we heredit, we took some of the qualities of our parents as well as we have some more qualities which is our own qualities. So this creates a new person or this creates a new class and we call it inheritance. Now there is one other example given on the screen, that is a figure. Figure contains these attributes like it has area, maybe a perimeter or a drawing or something. Rectangle and circle, some qualities are same like area in both, perimeter in both, drawing both we can do. But what is different? A circle has a radius whereas rectangle do not have that. Rectangle has only width and height. It has its own quality itself. But both the circle and rectangle, what they are the parent is figure and the children is cell and rectangle. Okay, so hope you get it. What is inheritance? Means we inherited some of the qualities. Now the last one, polymorphism. It means many forms. Polymorphism helps the programmer to use the same function name for more than one purpose. For example, a mobile phone contains many functions like camera. Mobile can contain a camera as well as it has an alarm clock in it. It has a radio in it. So we have these features inbuilt in a in a mobile. Okay. Now look at this example, like an animal, cat and dog, both are the animals and they have their different sound. But they belong to which category? To the animal category. So I hope you get it. But I would like to just review all four once again to make you easier. That first, abstraction. You please make it sure that an abstraction would be seen in a ATM machines where we only collect the required data. Second is encapsulation. Here what we do, we collect the data and function which work together and we only keep them together for the sake of unauthorized data and the misuse of that. Inheritance, like a heredity, means we inherited some of the qualities our own as well as some from our parents. And the last is polymorphism. Polymorphism means that one gadget contains a lot of facilities or functions. Similarly, sometimes one class has some attributes which belongs to it. Okay, and now it's time to get a homework. Do not forget, at the end of every video, you get some homework. So what to do? You have to define OOPS, means object oriented programming language. You have to define in your own words. Make it in simple and always practice in writing. And all four features with new examples. Do not use the examples given in a video. Please apply some new examples to make it more interesting, and that will also show that you get it along with the figures. Draw some figures with them which makes more interesting and easy to us. So hope you get it. Thank you for watching and please continue with all your queries. If you have any queries, you are most welcome to ask me anytime. This is my privilege that you are asking me and it's good. So thank you.